COVID-19 has been spread all across the world. That means the remainder of the school year has been canceled. But how are students supposed to learn anything if school's canceled? Well, we have a solution for that: Zoom. What is Zoom, you may ask? Well, we have some of our students and faculty to inform us on what Zoom is and how it works. Let's go check it out.
The majority of teachers, I believe, are using it to check in with kids on a weekly basis, just to make sure things are going okay, just to make sure that they're making it through this unusual circumstance and situation with education.
I think it's a great tool for them to be able to interact with their teachers when they're not in school and in class.
My teachers are currently using Zoom as live office hours, and you can ask questions while you're on Zoom and to make sure they're seeing their students and staying connected with them.
I think the biggest challenge for me when I'm using Zoom is that when you go to have a meeting with someone, the way to distribute being able to get into the meeting is kind of difficult with having to key in the classroom codes or click on a link.
Are there challenges using Zoom? Yeah, well, of course there is. I think initially the platform had some glitches in it.
There's definitely challenges just because for me it's having a stable internet connection and not really cutting out of the meeting or missing something important.
I don't think it's hard to pay attention to a teacher on Zoom, especially when most kids are in their room. The only way I think it makes it difficult is if maybe you're on your phone, you're getting notifications.
Personally, I think it's a little bit hard because I have so many other distractions within my household.
My main sources for being on it are communicating with my college. So it's helping in my education in that it's helping me get set up for college and what I'm doing there.
Personally, I don't think it's really helping that much because we aren't using it as lecture or a way of actually teaching. It's just using questions.
I think it's helping as much as it can in education. I think they do a really good job, and I think those kids that use presentations, presentations the right way are getting what they can out of education.
The app is super easy to use as long as the teachers send out the code and stuff. It's super easy to just click on the video and you get going.
Zoom is a good way to stay connected with people though, and a way to see your teachers and classmates and have those connections like you would have normally.
It does help keep people connected. It does provide opportunities for people to meet, to do things as close to as normal as possible.
The only things I really dislike about the face-to-face meetings on Zoom is that you kind of feel pressured to be at the camera, and you don't really want to do other things like look away. It's the same way as if you look away in class. If you're not looking at the board, you might not fully comprehend everything that's going on.
But it's a lot different staring at a screen than it is sitting in a room with your colleagues.
The only thing for me is finding a good place to set up my camera and making sure it's not a distraction to others on my Zoom call, my teacher.
I use Zoom for a lot of things. So right now we have to communicate a lot with Hope for football. So we're doing that. We've been doing it a lot for student council to talk about things like prom, graduation, and other things that we want to make happen for everyone at the school.
I actually do use it quite a bit with my family, and we have big family, extended family gatherings on it.
I think Zoom can help your daily life in the fact that it's a good way to get on a call with a lot of people at once.
It can help it, especially if you don't have an Apple phone. If you can't FaceTime people, it's a way to stay connected and see someone face to face if you don't necessarily live by them or you can't see them currently.